Shoobity bop, beep bop, beep bop, shoobity bop, bop, bop. Welcome back, my friends, to the BjjBrick Quick Podcast. My name is Byron. This is your quick jiu-jitsu podcast. We're talking about technology. Last time I talked about technology and individual lesson development. This is a quick podcast. I don't edit these. Confession. So in between the podcasts, I looked up the episode. It was episode 128, Innovative Teaching with Bruce Hoyer. He was teaching these individual lesson plans. Each student had their own thing they were working on. It was, man, it must have made an impression. It was from back in March of 2016, and I still remember what he was doing today. I hope I remember that. You can go back and listen to that episode. It's on the website or download that wherever you find this podcast. I don't know. Episode 128. If that was something last episode that you were interested in, check him out. All right, we got to talk about today's episode. I spent already a minute talking about last episode. So video techniques and tournaments. So a lot of times you go to a seminar and people will pull out their cell phones and record videos. Now you got to get permission from the person teaching the seminar. Maybe there's a standing permission. Like we have a seminar about twice a year from our coach, Andre Montero. He'll come into town. He'll show stuff. If we want to record that, he's cool with it. No, I don't think anybody's posting this online, but he might have an issue with that. I don't know. But if you want to record something so you remember it, like a note, he's cool with that. If I wanted to record something in class today, shown by any of the instructors, I'd imagine they'd be fine with it. Now, it's polite to ask, hey, I love that technique. You mind if I put that on my phone real quick for my own use so I can look at this tomorrow? That's cool. If you want to say, hey, do you mind if I put this on the group Facebook page? It's a private group, whatever. You mind if I put this publicly on YouTube? Maybe they don't care about it at all. I really wouldn't care. If I'm showing something people actually want to see, let's share it. But using video to capture instruction is pretty cool. Especially when it's, you go to those seminars and they'll show I've been in a seminar that showed one technique. And we worked the crud out of it. We got good out of it. There were some nuances to it. But in reality, it was one technique. I've taught a seminar similar to that. And you go to seminars where they show tons of stuff. You in 3 hours or 2 hours, you're learning 30 different things, all with various, degrees of nuance and details. You can't remember any of that stuff. In reality, I can't. I won't come on with anything. So I'll maybe pick a few of the big ones, the few ones I like the most, and record those. Now, maybe the instructor doesn't want to be on your phone. Maybe they're just traveling into town. Maybe it's a famous person. And they're like, no, I'd rather not be on tape. I said tape. I'd rather not be on your phone. But, grab a buddy and run through it. Right after you do it, you're probably performing it the best, and record that. They shouldn't have an issue with that. Maybe they do. Maybe you go home and record your own personal note on video with, a spouse or whatever. I don't know. To capture a technique on video, that's really nice. Good review. You'll undoubtedly forget parts of the technique. The other thing that I think is cool, I said think funny there, I think is cool, is recording your tournaments or your competition. And this could be you set up a little tripod and you go as you walk out to the mats, or maybe you have your coach or teammate, from the stands, I don't know where. They hit the record button and hopefully they get a decent shot. Maybe you're going to be on the Flow Grappling website, and you have that to go back and look at. Undoubtedly, something will happen to you that doesn't happen much in the gym, and you'll want to see it again. I pass guard a certain way every time. It works great. And this time I tried to do it, and it cost me the match. I got tapped. You got to see that. You got to have that. That is so valuable information, so much valuable information right there. If you just try to remember what happened, it's going to just remember, I got tapped trying to pass the guard. Dang it. See what maybe their grips Maybe they're set up. Maybe you get to watch that same person in the match before. Maybe you're recording your whole bracket. Get to see them do it a couple times. So that's just a little bit of thoughts on really just your cell phone and the video mode. That's it. It's a great tool. I guess I shouldn't have to explain this to you. But so few people record the techniques. Always ask permission. And if you can, it really opens up the door. Opens up the mats. I don't know. There should be a better expression, jiu-jitsu related. Opens up the subs. Hope you've enjoyed the podcast. If you want to support this show, check us out on Patreon. Go to BjjBrick.com. Find the link to Patreon. And support us per month. Doesn't take much. It's a group effort here. Really appreciate any support that we have there. Hope you have a great day, my friend. And stay sweaty.